This video looks at some of the features of Shepards for statutes on Lexus. Statutes mean what they say, but more than that, they mean what a court says they mean. When you are asked if a particular statute applies in a particular situation, you aren't being asked to speculate. You are being asked to research the case law that interprets and applies the statute. Shepards for Statutes is a tool on Lexus that can help you identify and navigate all documents on Lexus that could affect the interpretation or validity of a statute. When a document is added to Lexus, it is searched for citations. When the search program finds a statutory citation to a code, it adds a reference to that new document in the Shepard's display for that code section. Documents are included as either citing decisions or citing sources. Editors examine cases citing this statute to determine if the case provides negative, positive, or neutral analysis of the statute, or if the statute is merely cited by the case. Citing cases can be narrowed by analysis, court, or timeline, and you can also run a Boolean search within the Shepard's results set. Shepard's also gives you the option of sorting your results by court level, date, or analysis. A particularly useful feature of Shepard's is the link that allows the researcher to restrict results to subsection reports by specific court citation. Shepard's identifies all decisions and other citing references that have cited to a statute by a particular subsection. This feature is unique to Shepard's. For example, we can request to see the documents that have cited to subsection A2 of 17 U.S.C. 102. The cases listed here and the other citing sources mention this particular subsection of this statute. If there is negative treatment of a statute, Shepard's displays a little alert button next to the words "Shepardize this document," which is to the right of the text of the code section. And this Shepard's display illustrates that this statute has been held unconstitutional by the Massachusetts Supreme Judicial Court. So you'd of course want to read that case to see how that happened. Shepard's also alerts researchers viewing a statute on Lexus to new or proposed changes in a statute using little traffic signs. This little yield sign next to the word pending legislation lets us know that there is or was pending legislation to amend this statute. And we can see here that this was from the 2016, which is the previous Congress, the 114th. We're in the 115th now. So pending legislation actually tends to keep things from maybe 2 sessions of Congress, even though technically a bill from a previous Congress is no longer pending. And you can see here this Defend Trade Secrets Act of 2016 has in fact been enacted, and the text of the statute on Lexus already incorporates that language. If you want to see how this section read before this new text was incorporated, you can use the archived code versions on Lexus. Lexus actually archives the US code every January 1st and provides links to the archived version of each code section in the box under the Shepard's box. And there's also a link to the archived versions of the entire code from the Lexus homepage. The annual versions of the US code on Lexus go back to 1992, so if you need something older than that, you'll need to use another resource.